figure out as we go.
Okay. Welcome to the Locket podcast. We are a band. We are called Locket. We are jamming because we are about to go on tour with Home Safe and Bogues.
Bogues.
It's not bogus. It's Bogues, right?
It's not bogus. It's Bogues.
He's not bogus.
He's good. He could have been bogus, but he's not.
He's not. He's good. Okay, so we're going on tour. It's just a short run, 8 days, just to start off the new year. If you have not heard, we put out an album October 25th. It's called All Out. You should listen to it. And if you have listened to it, please continue listening to it.
That was last year.
That was last year.
That's crazy.
And how we doing?
We're doing good. Okay. Logan's here. Tay's here.
Okay, we got 2.5 guests on this one.
Who's the half guest?
Joey's the half guest because he's already been on.
That's true.
And at this point, he is as much of...
What are you trying to say?
Yeah.
I just really like you. No, thanks. No. It's okay. We have Joey here. Joey's playing drums on this run. And we'll talk about that in a bit. We have Logan here.
Not in the band.
Logan is not in the band, confirmed. And then we have Mr. Tay, the drummer of Like Pacific.
Also not in the band.
Also not in the band. Okay. Joey, how was it learning all these songs?
It's good. I haven't played drums in a good while. So to have to like learn something again on a kit was a good workout.
Good. I remember you saying too last tour that you were like itching to play the drums.
Travis, are you playing games?
No, I'm not playing games. This is serious business.
Dude, I'm telling.
What level?
I'm still on level 8.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, continue, Joey.
Sorry, I was rudely interrupted. No, it's good. I don't know. Like, I think I practiced every day when I went home for the holidays. Learn how to play to a click track. Not that I didn't know how to do that before, but just to like, we're jamming to a click track now, which is I have to pay attention more.
No, it's good. But, it feels good. Like I'm used to doing it with Tay in like Pacific, but then doing it with this was like I didn't know how it was like it could have gone either way. But like to me I'm not like it doesn't feel like robotic or anything.
No, it just feels tight.
It just feels tight. It feels sick.
Tay, do you like playing to a click track?
Yeah, I feel like it's like comfortable now because I've been doing it in like multiple bands for a few years.
Yeah.
At first it was like, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. The first maybe the first 3 days of like practicing to a click, I was like, oh, I'm not going to like this. But then I got new in-ears and then things were getting better. And I was like, okay, I could hear the click. I could hear the backing track. It's starting to sound like I'm listening to the record here. Yeah.
Sick.
So.
Yeah.
Have you ever played with backing tracks?
Yes, I have.
Have you ever messed them up?
Not me personally, but like stuff has gone wrong.
Yeah. What's the worst that's like happened?
I mean, not to like call anyone out, but we used to do like in another band, not like Pacific, but we would like extend a bridge part, and then our singer didn't come in right away on the spot. And obviously, if you're playing to a track,
Always the singers.
It's Brad. It's you. Yeah. It just like we were 4 bars off or something, and then I tried to signal that, and it didn't happen.
On some point on the last tour, and I won't say like what city or anything, but there was a band that was using like a local band that was using a click track, and they're really tight, and the band was like they sounded awesome, but one of the guitarists forgot to switch a capo or something like that, and I have definitely done stuff where I've like forgot to tune, so like that would be me if it was like us in that position. I remember watching all the band members turn and hear the tracks come in, but the one guitarist who had started the song was playing in a different key, and then like couldn't hear the tracks. It was this whole thing, and I remember thinking like, oh my god, if we start using a track and this like I'm gonna be that guy who fucks this up, like that is the worst.
Well, that's the thing, playing to a click track, right? Because in Like Pacific, you play to a click track. Yeah. So,
but there's no tracks; it's just the click.
So if something happens, you can like pretty discreetly like restart it or like
or just turn it off.
Yeah. Whereas, if we mess with like tracks, it's like
it's gonna be hilarious.
Restart the song.
Which is like, so it's like you always follow the drums, because like I learned that in that case where I was like, it doesn't matter what the singer does, like you just follow the track. Yeah. So like you like hope everyone gets on board kind of thing.
Has Brad told you the story where he cut a song in half? Did we talk about that?
Oh, dude, I
Remember?
fucked up. So in the last podcast, I think I talked about on that Dangerous Summer tour that set that I just
Yeah.
it
his
was
own
bad. Yeah, I should have booed myself off the stage. But yeah, there's been twice when was it bracelets you're talking about, like old safe to say stuff. We were playing Warped in California, and like Sidewind and Dummy, who we were signed to at the time, they had all come out to watch us for the first time. And we're like playing one of the first songs off the first EP they put out with us. So like I could see them like, headbanging along. And I just like skipped literally half the song and just started playing like the end of the song 30 seconds into the song. And everyone else like caught it right away and just played it. And I had no idea that I did that until after the set. They're like, yo, so like, what was that about? I had no idea what they're talking about. What do you mean?
We went like chorus 1 into like the bridge outro. And it's like a 2.5 minute song to begin with. So it was a radio edit.
It was the radio edit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we did that.
Playing, or was it just like?
Yeah, it was.
We
they caught it seamlessly.
Yeah.
To the point where I didn't even like when they approached me about it after, saying like, "Dude," like laughing at me. I'm like, "What? We played sick. That was awesome." Like, and we did it again the first year Seaway did their holiday shaker.
Yeah, but
we made the exact same mistake.
Was that JJ? I think
it wasn't me that time.
I think it was JJ that time.
I was in the clear that time.
Yeah, but it was the same song.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. So let's not do that.
Okay, Logan. How nervous did that just make you that I just said that?
Very nervous.
Okay, so as you know, today is the first day of 2020.
Yep.
Do you have any goals? Anything you want to do in this new year?
I want to enjoy it. That's my only
He wants to go to Japan.
He wants to go to
I
Japan.
do want to go to Japan. You're right.
Are you going to make it
do it.
happen? This is the time to get like.
Yeah, but
to
now
do
if
it.
I say I'm going to do it, then I'll feel like I have to do it.
But you want to do it.
That's
But I
how
do
it
wanna
works.
do
Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Travis is going to go with you.
Travis will go with me. Okay.
Big Olympics fan, eh? That's why you're
No,
going.
I have to avoid the Olympics. I have to go in the spring or fall and avoid that. Fall sounds good.
All right.
I'm down.
Okay. See you there, Travis.
Okay.
See you there. We're not going to go together.
No.
Okay.
So yeah, New Year's. What's I'm trying to think like
Year in review.
what's a year in review thing that we could just like quick fire through everyone. Okay, favorite record from this past year. I'll start with Joey.
Okay.
Well, Fine
Rack in your
Line
brain.
by Harry Styles just came out.
I got it.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, or whatever.
Liking that one.
Yeah, I jumped into that real hard and
Nice.
not looking back.
Not looking back.
No.
Logan.
On the spot, I'll go with Pissgrave.
Of course.
Posthumous humiliation.
Of course.
I'm going to go with All Out by the band Locket.
That record sucks.
I can't think of anything that's like came out this year.
Or like what about like that you worked on? Then if you can't think of something else.
Sour Happens pretty good.
Locket, All Out. No, okay, come back to me. I'm blanking real hard.
Okay. Mine was either
Open up
the new
Spotify.
Brockhampton album,
Okay.
which is very good, or Stella Donnelly's Beware of the Dogs. That record I've listened to for, I think that came out like close to January last year, maybe. Maybe it came out like February, March. But yeah, I'm listening to that pretty consistently. It's good. Listen to it.
I will.
No,
I
Travis.
haven't listened to that one. I was going to say the Brockhampton album or Whitney. I really like the new Whitney.
Yeah, the
album
new
this year.
Whitney
That was
record's
like one of my most listened to albums.
Even
for
the new
sure.
Kevin Abstract album, like the solo record,
Yeah.
is like pretty on par with the Brockhampton record in general, I think. Tay?
I was trying to think this whole time. The Angel Dust record came out this year, right? Like early.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah, that was
that
this
one.
year, right?
I think it was like January, February.
I'm pretty
Sure,
sure.
let's say yeah, it was.
Yeah, Pretty Buff
enjoyed
by Angel Dust, maybe. I like
Nice.
that record.
Very cool.
I don't know. I listen to podcasts. That's all I listen to.
Yeah.
Okay, favorite podcast.
King and the Sting, maybe.
King
Okay.
Sting.
Yeah.
Yeah, check it out. I mean, Brendan Schaub is like pretty unbearable,
Yeah.
but as long as he's got someone else with him,
yeah. Theo's funny.
Theo's fun.
Theo's great.
Yeah.
No, not when he's talking by himself though.
Theo,
Yeah,
When he
no,
goes on
dude.
his rants,
Because you know what it
it's
is?
so, like, okay.
you just gotta wait. It takes 15 minutes to get to like something that's really funny.
Yeah, but it's just like
I don't have time.
he's like a really sad guy, you know? And then
Yeah.
you all were always putting that on that last tour at like nighttime to stay awake. I'm the same way. I have to listen to a podcast to keep me awake, but it's just like the Theo thing where he's like, yeah, you know, man, just like fighting with these demons, brother. And it's like, fucking dude, like, I don't want to like possibly crash at nighttime because you're listening to this. I think I remember telling you twice to change it because it was just like bumming me out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why if you listen to King of this Thing, it's just like they're just roasting.
It's
each other.
nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just fun.
Yeah.
I met him last year though. He was very nice in person, so he wasn't sad.
So he didn't
in my
roast you?
face. That's
Yeah. That's good.
That's good. I wonder if anyone's listening to this on a drive or will listen to this on a drive and be like, either like they should be better prepared next time.
Yeah, when we decide to do a podcast, we think about it like 30 minutes before we start recording the podcast.
Yeah.
And every time I say, hey, we should like write something down or figure out what we want to do. And
I said that for full disclosure. I said that right before we started this.
Wait, talking to your mic?
Hello?
Oh, there's been a reverb on your voice this whole time, like very faint.
Oh, good. Keep it on. But yeah, I said before this started, we should write things down. So we'll
Yeah, we
write things
did.
down next time.
We wrote
Oh, you know what?
favorite
three
albums.
things.
You know what? You guys keep talking. I'm going to come back in like 2 seconds and get my phone because I realize I have. Oh no, I don't. Never mind. That's a different phone. I put it on Instagram like a month ago saying, ask us anything you want. We'll address it in a podcast. And then I got a new phone and I don't have those questions anymore. I know one of them was asking what our like rigs are, the three of us. We got that question like 4 times. So
Well-
I feel like that's an easy one to answer.
Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
PVVTM. Amp.
Fender Bassman 50.
What pedals do you run?
My main distortion is a rat pedal, and I can plug that rat pedal into any amp, and it will sound like our band. I've been using a Keeley Magnetic Echo, that's the delay, and then I use a Nunabar Shimmer stereo pedal that I've had for a handful of years. I haven't bought a new pedal in like 3 or 4 years. It's about time. My pedal board is definitely falling apart. But I like to get by with the bare minimum for now. I would like to upgrade and get a compressor, but I've been using the same rig for like 5 years and it works.
Yeah. I think same. I think the only thing new that I've got, and this was like maybe last year or 2 years ago, probably last year, I got the Ocean's 11 delay reverb thing because I
Like the movie.
like the movie because I wanted a delay, but I didn't want to be like a delay guy. I wanted to be able to like do more than that. So it's like a tap tempo reverb delay thing that I use it for. Other than that, yeah, the Rat pedal
It's cool though.
is the go-to. I haven't bought a new pedal in like 5 years, but my Rat's my main distortion. I still use a crappy used Holy Grail reverb as my second reverb that gets me by. And then I'm using, Travis has an Earthquaker Devices white light pedal, which is like a super light overdrive. And I just keep the gain at 0. It just like boosts my clean a little bit with a little bit of breakup. So it's like a nice in-between clean and distortion sound, which is sick. And then my super shifter to just
Blow the heads off live.
friggin', yeah, just murder people.
Oh, and for the longest time, I used a chopper. If you've ever seen us play live and you thought like, yo, what is that really cool sound that the guitar player is doing? I'm going to buy their merch. It's a...
But now
What's
they're
it
not because we
called?
don't have it.
It's a Gig Effects chopper,
And I broke it.
Yeah.
and Corey broke it. It's actually my pedal.
Okay, Corey broke it is way worse than it was. I've been using a soft case because I have an outrageously large pedal board because I have to, because I have 3 pedals that have expression. I have to have a big pedal board and it sucks. It's not what I want. But I have a soft case because I don't want to spend like a couple $100s on a heavy case that's going to take up even more space. And because I have a soft case, it gets thrown into the van and the trailer, and then things get put on top of it, which is totally fine. That happens. So over years, all of my pedals get destroyed and turned into dust. So I don't have that pedal right now. Taylor, how was 2019 for you?
That was an awful segue, but 2019 was all right, I guess.
Name some highs.
Our tour we did with Sleep on It.
Yeah, that was fun.
That like co-headliner. I think like most of those shows sold out, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
What did you like when you stayed at with me in Ottawa? Did you like the cat?
No.
That was the low point of
No.
2019.
That was that I wanted to. Well, Not good. Yeah, that cat was.
Can't say that on here. What he wanted to say.
Yeah, he can't say it.
Yeah.
He screamed in my face
Yeah.
all night.
Yeah.
And then actually you got up, you came out in your underwear, I
Lifted
think.
him
And
And
were
I
like,
started screaming.
you screamed in my face and you were like, just love the cat. And I was like, I'm not going to. So like, take him away. And then you just like shoved him in a room upstairs, I think. And then he
Yeah, I just like took the bullet and like suffered with the cat. But
You did what with the bullet? Bullet?
what level are you on? Sorry, continue. How was my voice cracked?
nice. Yeah, so that was definitely the low point. Like any time there's a cat in 2019, it was just the worst.
You are losing fan.
Yeah. High point. I mean, we played shows with Beartooth as well. Those are like,
Oh yeah, that was. It was almost funny. I was talking to my girlfriend's parents about how like playing in Quebec City is like a very daunting task because like, you know, there's like it's Quebec City and like the venue that we usually play is like a smaller venue, so it's like kind of like just far enough outside the city that it would be like I'm sure a hassle to get to if you lived there. As well as like who the hell wants to see us? But then we went there with Beartooth and like it's Beartooth, so it felt like a million people there. Yeah, that was sick.
Would you play with Pyro?
Yeah, would we play with Pyro or did they play with Pyro?
Well, I know they played with Pyro.
Would we play with
So
Pyro?
would you play with Pyro?
Yes,
I would.
Would you play with Pyro?
yeah.
Why not?
Now, what happens if you mess up playing a live show with Pyro?
Pyro, like the fire
You're
goes
in
off
the
at the
wrong
wrong spot.
Oof.
We start playing Honey and then flames just fucking go on stage. That'd be sick.
That'd be kind of sick.
Throw a curveball.
Logan,
Yep.
you have been on the majority of the tours this band has done, as Locket and as Safe to Say. Which one has been your favorite so far?
I mean, Warped Tour is Warped Tour, so it's good and bad at the same time.
Yep.
But I like the last tour. That was the first like full US that I did with you guys,
Yeah, that was fun.
and it was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. Same.
What was the worst tour that you were on?
Also the last one.
No, there's no worse tours.
Yeah, no.
No, there is. There's, by definition, there has to be one.
Yeah, I'm even trying to think like I feel like it's not like a whole tour because there's always like you always have like a high moment and you're like, yeah, this is still good. But it's like bad shows. You have a show and you're like, fuck the I quit music.
Yeah,
That's it.
but I don't have that because I stand behind a table.
Yeah, that's true. You're like fuck, I messed up the square reader.
Okay,
I didn't sell a good T-shirt. Oh,
No.
you have seen us play the most out of any other people. You even, like right now we're in a jam space. And whenever we tour, Logan's like with us from the start. So like if we're preparing and rehearsing before a tour, Logan will just sit outside the jam space for like 5 to 6 to 8 hours every single time and just not complain.
It's the grind,
And just
baby.
listen to us through a wall and then watch us play the same set.
I mean, I have my phone, so it's like I could be at home looking at a screen or here looking at a screen.
It's true. He's plugged in no matter what. Watching wrestling or
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you consume
Or
today?
Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
That's exactly. I watched a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of people playing Sekiro on YouTube.
Nice.
Basically in Japan.
You know what we did
That's what I'd be doing
for
at
New
home,
Year's
right? So-
Eve?
Oh,
other
yeah.
than watching a movie with
Parasite.
we watched Parasite. It
was
was a
sick.
very good movie.
Have you seen Parasite?
You would enjoy that movie a lot. But before that, we were watching competitive Tetris. And honestly,
Oh, man.
it was sick. It was so sick.
First place, man.
I think
It
it was,
was pretty cool.
It was
It was-
playing after. What was it playing after? The World Juniors?
Yeah.
World Junior Canada game?
Or the Leaf game.
No.
No, Leaf game was after. We had that
Yes,
buffer
you're right.
where they had to like, what do we
We had
put in
dinner
between?
at 4:30.
Yeah, that was a good move.
All right, so we're playing the Smiling Moose again at the end of this tour.
Yes.
We have played that venue, I feel like, more than any venue in the States.
Yeah.
We played that venue like
Where's that again?
Pittsburgh. The one
Oh,
with-
yeah.
You know the one.
Yeah.
So
You know the one.
I know.
Can't forget the Smiling Moose. It's our second
Yeah.
hometown.
I've only
are
played
you
it once. But
are you do you like dread a place like that where it's just like always
I feel like every time we've played there,
something wrong, something has happened out of our control?
been weird vibes. The first time we played there was with Dry Jacket.
I feel like it's always the first day,
And
too.
it was the first day, and they were so much better than us. So that made us feel bad. And then we played there with Old Wounds and Exalt, and we were like the not heavy band. So that was a little weird. And then we recently played there with the Dangerous Summer, and we showed up late and we got absolutely scolded by their TM. And
yeah.
who cares? Who cares about that guy? But so that was weird.
Yeah.
But we played well that.
Yeah, no, we played well.
So it'll be interesting to play it at the end of the tour after we know how to play our instruments and
Yeah.
as
So
well
that-
as I feel like with this run, like playing with Home Safe, like that band tours so much and like they grind that like I don't know what the audience is gonna be.
Gonna be.
It's gonna be made.
It's gonna be.
Whether it's like, 30, 40 people or 100 people, but like it's going to be like people there that would enjoy our set, which I think will be nice because every time we've played there, it's kind of been
Like with bands that we don't totally align with, I guess. Yeah.
So
And we played at like
when
6 o'clock as soon as we loaded in.
Yeah.
I mean, like
soon as we got
LP's
there.
obviously like at a way higher level than this band is at. But
Whoa.
when we played that show with Home Safe
Okay.
and
Respect us.
Sleep on It, and In Our Own Words and Never Loved, right? Yeah, that show was like packed to the brim, like stressful to have to get your gear out of the venue after because you'd like walking like a bunch of sardines in a can through the venue. And Home Safe, their set, like, I mean, they drew pretty well consistently every night as well on that tour. Like they had a good fan base. So I'm excited to see. And I know they've been touring for like, I mean, we can talk to the guys about this in a week from now, but for like months on end, nonstop.
Yeah.
That last tour seemed like it lasted forever.
and they're about to go to Japan,
Yep.
which is pretty cool.
Hi, you're listening to the Home Safe podcast.
The best place or the best part about the Smiling Moose, not even, or just at the end of the corner, there's a taco place. $3 tacos.
The place we're playing after Smiley Moose is the basement of a pizza parlor. So that'll be interesting.
Perfect.
Brick walls.
Where's that? Columbus?
Yep.
Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, Columbus is
Bands
known for
get
their pizza.
free
so-
Renowned Columbus pizza. Yeah, that's cool.
It'll be interesting.
We'll leave smelling like marinara. Is that the sauce you use for pizza?
I don't think so. I think it's just tomato sauce.
We gotta ask Joe.
I don't know, man.
I never want to eat the pizza you make then.
I'm not making any pizzas.
I won't be eating it.
What else should we talk about?
Taylor, any plans for 2020?
New decade.
New decade.
Decade.
Same year.
When are you posting the vlogs?
Yeah,
Of the
where are
YouTube
drum
videos.
covers?
I'm not doing those anymore.
What?
No, I am. I'm just gonna get a face tattoo first, though. I need to do that first. That's my 2020.
He's dodging the question.
Yeah.
He told me to
Okay.
keep pressuring him.
Yeah.
And now he's just dodging
He-
the question.
Tay
Filmed
posted.
for-
Tay posted that
for?
he was filming them.
Yeah.
Just
so I filmed
upload.
four of
Just
them
upload, dude.
Why haven't I seen them?
because I haven't edited them yet.
Corey,
If
will
I'm
you
put on the
edit
spot
Tay's
right now? Can you help me?
videos?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then I'll post them.
Okay.
Immediately.
So make sure you subscribe to.
subscribe to my
Yeah, what's your
fake
YouTube channel?
Yeah,
It's gonna be like
it's gonna be like Tay
Metal
Lord
Drummer
666. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. I haven't made it yet, but that's what it will be.
Yeah, that's
something like
Hockey
that.
drummer 90.
Yeah. Do you guys remember
through the
on
boards,
MSN? I don't know if anyone in the States has this. I don't know. Was MSN a thing in the States or did?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
To be, yeah.
It was AIM.
They had AIM, right? Yeah.
But they did have MSN too.
Okay. Do
Yeah,
you
it was called
remember?
AIM.
Remember, like everyone's first email address, or like the dumb. You would have like your name, and then you would have your little like sub header kind of name
PM,
underneath
your
it.
personal message.
Your personal message, but it was always just like, man, I made some stupid shit just trying to be like so like brooding and deep and like grade 8.
Logan is still blessed to fall 08 on YouTube.
808.
Well, okay, my email was spelled with a C, not even with a K, so it makes literally no sense. Kool-Aid Brad at hotmail.com.
Logan,
This
what
was-
was yours?
Mine's legendary.
What is it?
It's I'm underscore cool with a K underscore so underscore shut underscore up underscore 55 at hotmail.com.
Dude, you should
it's
have
better.
plugged the whole thing. Now everyone is going to email
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You'll be flooding with emails.
On that email, I still use.
Please send all of our fan mail to the one that Logan just said.
You guys start using that email. Job interview.
Yeah, on my resume.
Cool, so shut
Oh, man.
up.
You know what? We stayed, Jordan, who sings in Lake Pacific, we stayed at his place before. What were we doing? Oh, we were writing in the studio. And we stayed at his place one night. You weren't there, but we were connecting to the Wi-Fi. And somehow in this conversation about like what the password was or what the thing was, Jordan's email like address, just someone said it out loud. And I now know it's not the one he used for his job, but it was like something so dumb, like skate underscore guy flame 86, like something like so like kickflip Jones 78, like something like that.
I remember in the MSN days, I remember my first email was Corey, I think it was Corey.bergeron@hotmail.com. And then I like was jealous of everyone else having like these cool ass like MSN names. So I was
Yeah,
like,
I was
I'm gonna
boring.
change
I
that.
just, like,
So I was like
did my
Corey
name.
_1 _Bergeron. And I like went
nice.
through the process of re-adding everyone.
Oh,
and then this one day my mom came in my room after she watched like Dr. Phil or Oprah or something where like she found out that you can talk to strangers on the internet, and she made me go through my entire contact list, and she was like, who's this
That's
person?
so
Who's this
funny.
person?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, you gotta stop watching TV, Mom.
Yeah. Those classic days of like you sign in and you sign out like 1,000 times hoping your crush sees it.
Oh my god, yeah.
And then, you do like, sorry, that was my cousin, that whole thing.
Yeah, Logan did that,
oh
like,
my
2
God,
days
I'm so, I like you. Yeah.
Sorry, Joe.
So yeah, that's good. You know what I was thinking too of just like tech, not like actual tech trends, but just like the dumb things we all used to communicate, like BBM, like BlackBerry Messenger. Do you remember
Never had a
that?
BlackBerry.
Missed it.
Okay, when you didn't have one, are you sure? Because I remember when Safe to Say first started, like forever ago, I had some like dumb flip phone, and all you guys bullied me for having a flip phone because everyone had like an iPhone or a
you had, like,
BlackBerry.
Oh yeah,
Flip
I
phone
remember I
last
had the
week.
iPhone
Yeah.
3G.
Okay, so I remember everyone was using BlackBerry Messenger, like my girlfriend at the time, like everyone, and I was like, God, you know what? Like, it's time I get a BlackBerry. It's because those are going to be around forever. So I got a BlackBerry, being like, guys, add me to BBM, and everyone had just switched to iPhone.
I did the exact
like
same thing.
that week. I was like, are you kidding me?
Best one of the decade, probably the BlackBerry.
BlackBerry?
Pearl.
Dude, those
Brick
phones were
Breaker?
so terrible.
With the little thing.
I had an
scrolling
iPod
thing?
Touch, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. And then I got a BlackBerry, and I was like, this is
No, I
10
hate it.
years
Yeah.
in
Behind.
the past. Like, the web browser sucked.
People just had it for BBM. That was it.
I had the BlackBerry Torch, so it was a touchscreen.
And
but
it flips up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That was like
It
right before
so
they
sick.
Damn,
crashed, wasn't
dude.
it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
So then I had to get an iPhone.
Bring it back. Bring back flip phones
R.I.P.
in 2020.
They are bringing back flip phones.
I don't want to know about
or they
it.
did. The Razor just came back out.
Did it.
It's got a phone, and it's got...
Didn't Rihanna, wasn't
That's not what I
Rihanna seen
said.
using it and then they brought it back?
That's not what I meant to say.
God.
It's got like a touch screen, and it's got like a screen on the front.
Yeah.
It's like a modern...
It's like something
looks
no one
actually-
should probably buy.
No,
It
it
sounds like.
actually looks like usable. Like, there's no like T9 or anything like that. Like, it's like...
Corey uses an Android, so what's the point?
Boo.
Boo, boo. Can we edit in a crowd boo there?
Yeah.
Nice.
You guys have to have a Facebook Messenger group chat. Is
Yeah.
that what you guys do?
Yeah, we
Just
do.
'cause of you?
Just because of Corey.
Dude, not good.
But
I thought you were Tech Jones.
Exactly, dude. So I got a superior product.
man.
You literally said you're going iPhone. Right?
Yeah, I'll get an iPhone next for sure.
um,
I just switched, dude. I like tech. Big fan of tech. You switch every time.
Yep.
You get a Android. You got to stay literate on the different OSs. You know,
Do you?
no.
Pretty well.
I like the challenge of every time I get a new phone, I got to learn how to use it.
I was talking to the guys at lunch about Lighten Up, having never played that song before, and it just felt, I mean, it's an easy song to play, but it feels like playing like a really old, like Safe to Say song where I can just like shut my brain off and like all the chords are the way that I would have written the song like 6-7 years ago in like the best way. Like it's so fun to play. I don't know
Yeah.
if you get that vibe. Like it feels like
Easy to play.
yeah. Like I don't know the songs on hiding games that we would play. Like they just had this like feel to them on the guitar, playing them, where it was just like I didn't have to think for a second about where the notes were or like
Yeah, it's a lot simpler.
yeah. It's so
Feels-
but it's
it's
slams. And Corey and I are harmonizing a guitar solo.
Yeah, we go back to back.
We engage star power.
We go back to back. Yeah, it's good. We don't do that.
Definitely should.
I would be game, but Brad would not be game.
No,
and
I
he's
would not.
probably right.
Yep.
All
Yeah.
right, Travis. Any thoughts going into 2020? Or let's wrap it up on that.
Thoughts going into 2020?
Yeah.
Like what? Like goals for 2020?
Of course,
Yeah.
I'd like to learn a new
you
language.
want your band to take
Yeah.
over the world.
Or starting learning a new language. Obviously, can't do that in a year, but like,
What's the first on the list?
oh, I don't have a first one yet. I got to pick one first.
You know what? My dad was doing Duolingo. My dad is like surprisingly good at French. It's really weird. He's been doing it for like 3 years now, I think, using that app. Yeah, I don't know.
Cup C, cup sa.
Yeah, I tried Duolingo for a bit, but I can't keep up with it regularly.
I feel like it depends on the language too.
Yeah.
Because some languages like
Corey starts talking about Brazil, I swear to God.
dude, no, I did that in episode 2. But like, for example, if it's a language that uses the same letters,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
it's like way easier to pick up on versus like a whole other alphabet.
I almost feel like it would be easier for me to learn a new alphabet just because it wouldn't be so similar to like English words that I would mix it up with. If that makes sense.
That doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
Anyway, I want to completely rewire my brain. So I
But
have
if
to
Travis
think of a new
learns
language.
new languages, we can start re-recording.
Touring more countries.
Yeah,
you gotta
touring
learn
more countries.
Japanese
And
with
then,
me.
yeah, he can start dubbing the record.
Maybe. That'd be tough.
Yeah.
Logan, say all the Japanese words you know.
No.
What does that mean?
What are your goals for 2020?
My goals? I want to keep pumping out YouTube videos. I want to stay up to 2 a week and just kind of make them better as I do them. I want to figure out like consistency is something that I want to do, but I also want to figure out like a way to make that easier. So I want to, through making YouTube videos, I've kind of gone in a bunch of different directions. So now I'm like sort of figuring out what it is I like to do and what it is that's equally entertaining, because I think you have to find the balance there. So I want to find something that I can do that's like repetitive, that I can like do like a new episode of like once a week, just to kind of like,
The people are waiting for it.
yeah, that. And it's just like easy, because the way it's been for the most part is like I have to think of a whole new like video concept to do, which
How many subs do you have right now?
dude, I'm like 5 away or last time I checked I was 8 away from 3K. So
He'll hit 3K on this
there you go,
tour.
dude. I made
That's sick.
$111. Got my first
Hey.
YouTube paycheck.
Sick.
Don't talk about that.
That's
on-
very sick.
I
can't-
got no
You
money.
gotta cut that out.
It'll just be a beep.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll just make it really long so people think it's like millions. Okay, so I want to make a bunch of videos. I want the band to keep doing band stuff. I want to obviously put ourselves in a position to land some big tours or some bigger tours and keep growing. And then a lot of that stuff is kind of out of our control for the most part. So focus on just kind of creating more content and doing that. We're like in the first year of this album cycle, so we have to like keep doing it. On the recording side of things, I already have like 4 international bands booked in for this, like the first 4 months of 2020. So I want to keep working with them. They're all kind of like, as you go through, recording and doing productions, like right now, these bands are at a point where if we make something really good, it can put them in a position to land a record deal or something like that. Like those are the type of bands that I'm working with at the moment. So I want to make those everything they can be. I want to basically continue what I'm doing, get better at those things, and keep growing, because I feel like everything that I'm doing, band, YouTube, and production, is like all a long game kind of thing. It's like the more years and time you put in and people you meet and experiences you have, the more rewarding it is. So keep doing it, keep getting better at it. And that, I'm going back to Brazil. There it is.
And
There it is. And there it is.
So that'll be cool. And then hopefully at some point, my girlfriend comes here. So that is the plan for 2020. And
any bands you specifically want to work with in 2020?
that's like, there's so many moving pieces and like, it's tough to say what bands I like specifically I'd want to work with, but I like doing like rock bands as well as like Joey and I have a side project called Sour Happy where we kind of like do more, I don't know, how would you describe that, Joey?
Whatever we want to
Whatever we
Yeah,
want.
baby.
So there's like a totally different, like, everything about it's different. The way you approach the songs, the sounds, there's no rules. And I've been like dabbling with that for years now. So open to doing a lot more stuff outside of rock as well.
Cool.
Because it's exciting and fun.
You already answered the slogan, but Joey, 2020.
2020, want to be, not that I'm not healthy or anything, but I just want to be healthy.
Shit, I should have said that too.
Too late.
That's a good one.
Sorry.
That's
Eat
always a good
healthy,
one.
We're
Sorry.
gonna have
exercise
a
more.
terrible
Maybe,
illness this
maybe
year.
2021, dude.
Yeah, exercise more, do more,
Create
make more
more.
music. Maybe not hold on to a demo for like 2 years. Just
put it out there.
Put it all out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Create more.
Yeah.
Say more.
No. Yeah, just do what I'm doing right now. And it's traveling, playing music, meeting people. Yeah. 2020, here we go.
2020. Here we go. All right.
Tay, how was being on this podcast? You are our second guest, if Joey isn't considered a guest. I guess Logan is also a guest, but he was here for all of them. He was just outside of the shot. He was here for every single one.
Like 5 feet out of frame.
It was a great experience. Thank you
Okay.
for having me.
Okay, now give us constructive criticism. How can we do this better?
No, this is sick. I like how natural and flowing it is, and the lack of preparedness is sick.
It's good?
because it
Okay.
makes it genuine. It's cool.
Okay.
It does make it genuine.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Travis.
we can
Yeah.
write
Alright.
a list for Travis. It's okay. Like we
I
can.
just-
Travis, you come with a list.
I want my own list.
Yeah, you show up with a list and you keep.
Don't let me
you got the
organize
skeleton.
anything.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much for listening. We're gonna be on tour with Home Safe, and Bogues over the next 2 weeks. If you listen to All Out, if you're watching this, you probably have, but continue listening to it. We appreciate it. We see all the tweets and messages you send us.
Thank you.
It is very cool, and we are gonna keep doing fun and exciting things in this new year, and probably make another one of these pretty soon. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next episode of the Locket Podcast.
Goodbye.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.